Good evening, televiewers. Welcome to Prime Art Tuesday's edition, an edition that is going to be looking at issues touching on relationship and marriage. We are sorry for the late start. Let's start for tonight's edition of the program. Most of our panelists are caught in traffic. For those who live in Douala, it is very, very difficult crossing over from Bonaberi to this part of town. We have persons who spend practically more than 2 hours on the spots before coming to Rompoint out there in Dedu. So we are starting a little bit late because our panelists are caught in traffic. So it's just one person who is with me here. However, I am going to start the program with him, hoping that others join us in the course of the program. Reverend Kenneth Tato is a regular panelist on Prime R Tuesday's editions. I am going to start the program with him to discuss about the aspect of a perfect husband or wife out there. If you know some of them, please kindly write to me, indicating where they live and how they are living. We are going to be receiving contributions from Amanda, Northwest Regional Capital, from Reverend Apostle Mrs. Asanji Yvette, who should be on standby, ready to teach our couples out there. We are glad to have you once again with us, Reverend Tato Kenneth.
Thank you very much, Mr. Leo. Good evening to you. Good evening to our televiewers. The last weekend, or last week in general, not just the weekend, I had a fascinating experience. I was out in Limbe and then in Yaoundé. I just noticed how much people watch Prime Hour and appreciating the work that is evolving here in the studios. In fact, not only to Tuesdays, but I could really see the great love that our viewers have for my media Prime and Prime Hour in particular. I want to greet our viewers. I think Prime Hour is your program of choice, so we are here for you. Stay glued to your screen and we're going to share great things. Your feedback is always great encouragement. It's always a source of great interaction for us, so stay glued to your screens as we interact tonight.
Okay, like I announced earlier on that our panelists are caught in traffic. We were hoping that they join us. The reason why we are starting late, Apostle Ambe Valentine Gwa has been able to beat the terrible traffic. Thank God he's here with us. Good evening, Apostle. We're glad to have you.
Good evening, Mr. Leo. Good evening. Good evening, Cameroonians. It's been a very hectic day. We thank God I'm here.
The traffic situation is unbearable.
It's critical. Since 5 p.m. I went in the studio at 7 p.m. from Bonaberi to Mbange. There's a critical 3 different traffics on the road. Wrong Point, Bonamusadi and Koto.
Thank God you're here. We are also going to be saying good evening to you, Reverend Apostle Mrs. Asanji Yvette. We are going to be listening to you also in the course of the program. I'll start with you, Reverend Kenneth Tato. We're talking about perfect husbands, perfect wives. We are talking about wife material missing rib. Do they exist out there?
I like the way you began the program. You said if people know the addresses of some of them, they should really get in touch with you.
They should. If you know a perfect husband out there or a perfect wife, can you just take their picture, send to us, and let us